Imagine being forced to be on this podcast.
Wow, dude.
Out against your will.
It's true.
I'm telling
Hello.
you.
Welcome to Ship
There's a
Hours,
gun off
number
screen on Cody's end.
134. I'm drive-through. I'm here. Caleb's here. Ben's here. Cody's here against his own will.
Hello.
I have the thing with the names. Hello. It is Wednesday before the Daytona 500. Qualifying just happened. Some people apparently care about super speedway qualifying.
Only for this.
Crazy.
Only for this track. Or for this race, I mean.
I guess with the open cars, it kind of matters. Nowhere else, I don't.
This is probably the only track that it actually does not fucking matter.
Yeah. I get it's the biggest race and all, but like.
It matters because like the top two don't necessarily like the
It's
duels
so
don't
big
mean
that it
shit for
started on
them,
FS2.
and they got the bump cars.
The bump cars are interesting. We will also go through a bunch of paint schemes. I've got all the 500 things lined up.
Boo. Only if we speed run them like last time. Just
I thought you guys liked
are.
drip, drown,
We
never
are.
die.
Okay, all right.
That's what we're doing. We're doing drip down,
Hater.
drip, drown, nut.
We need
die.
to chant each one of our picks.
And we also have to do our preseason predictions, which I should honestly bring up a list of teams because
shit,
I
I
don't
forgot
know
that was
happening. Let's start with that, honestly. We are on our third year of, Jesus Christ, of doing NASCAR predictions on this podcast, where we pick 1, the Daytona 500 winner, 2, someone who will exit the playoffs in round 1, and 3, the champion. And that's it. Nothing else matters. I don't
nothing else matters.
I don't know. Oh, I picked the champion correctly last year because I picked Even Year Logano. That's sad. And that actually happened. And Rusty picked the champion in 2023 because he went with Blaney.
I actually need to give Cody a shout out. That reminds me. I was listening to some fucking old podcast, but it was like March of last year. It was like the week NASCAR bought Bowman Gray, and he said, like, mark my words, like today's date is whatever, but the clash will be at Bowman Gray next year. And sure enough,
Yeah, the writing was on the wall. That wasn't exactly a very hot take, but thank you.
Listen to
Still, it
Slack.
still
Shoes.
happened.
Thank you for the recognition. I mean, Slap. If we're gonna give true recognition, Slap was calling that back in like 2018.
He didn't
Like,
say it was
yeah.
gonna happen. He was saying it would be sick if it did.
He was calling for it. That's kind of
But no, yeah,
impressive, though. Out of only like 4 or 5 like podcast members each week and 40 drivers, that the 4 of us have correctly picked the champion in back-to-back years.
I don't think. Yeah, none of us got a correct playoff round 1 exit last year, and none of us picked Bill Byron to win the Daytona 500 in the stupid way that he did. So, I'll take my prediction championship from last year on the podcast at least. That being said, make your predictions. Write in your numbers now for the Daytona 500 winner.
Can I go first for Daytona 500 winner?
Sure.
All right, this is gonna ruffle some feathers, especially recent events, but he's got a chance with recent events or recent like success at super speedways. The 2025 Daytona 500 champion will be none other than Corey LaJoy.
Oh my god, he's not even in the show yet.
Okay, he's got to race his way in.
We could have an all-time L or an all-time W. He's either not
Can you
making the
imagine?
500.
He'll be up there with McDowell and Trevor Bain. Just for
You would not be up there with them. This would be the all-time low.
In the penny car
Cope.
too.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, so I will say I will be in the house on Sunday for the Daytona 500, and if I watch Corey LaJoy win the Daytona 500 live, I will not only jump on the track mid-burnout, but I will fucking take half of it out with me.
I just need to leap off the back of the grandstands like at its max height. Just Daytona rising. Take full advantage.
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't even have anything to say to that.
All right.
No, dude,
My
I was-
prediction for the winner of the Daytona 500 for 2025 is... So last year, Hendrick didn't win the pole, but they won the 500. This
Okay.
year, they didn't win the pole. So the winner on Monday's
Oh, boy.
Daytona 500 finish, because it's going to rain on Sunday because Trump's going to be there, is Alex Bowman.
Oh my
Ew.
god.
That's
I
disgusting.
hate it,
God.
but that's what's going to be.
God damn it. I hate we've got
Sweden
Corey
just scored,
LaJoy
by
and
the way.
Alex
Get fucked.
Bowman on the board.
Hey,
Was it
we
a
have to go with
tight
the
game?
goofy picks. It's the Daytona 500.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is the modern Daytona 500 where it's just going to be somewhat stupid.
Yeah, who's gonna survive the wrecks?
You know who I've got?
Who?
On
Who
the
do you got?
back of Rodney Childers, Justin
Damn.
Haley in the 7 car is going to win the Daytona 500.
All right.
I believe. Spire is climbing up and up with each season. They're picking up the Stuart Haas pieces. And I think Haley Baby is going to get his second Super Speedway win. Whether it's on a rain
next
shortened
one-
thing
yeah, the
or
next
actually
rain
under
shortened
the
one.
flag.
It'll be a rain shortened one as well.
This is my shout out to my boy, Rusty Walrus, who
Oh.
has not been with us.
Ooh.
This one is for him. But at the 2025 Daytona 500, there will be a new driver crew chief pairing with a crew chief that has won 2 Daytona 500s already. One with Matt Kenseth and the other with Michael McDowell. And adding that exclusive list of names, Noah Gregson is going to win the Daytona 500
God.
With Blickensderfer.
in the 4 car.
Jesus
The
Christ.
non-Haas 4 car.
Yeah, we've got 2 different like shattered pieces of Stuart Haas racing on the list now. All right, you heard
I
it
am
here on this
deceased.
podcast. Justin Haley, Corey LaJoy, Noah Gregson, or Alex Bowman is going to win the Daytona 500.
Honestly,
That's a
Honestly,
pretty
I kinda see
realistic
it.
bunch of
with
bunch
the
of
goofy
picks there.
winners we've had recently, McDowell, Cindric,
Yeah.
fucking Byron. I guess he's not a goofy pick per se, but it's a Mickey Mouse win.
Shout out to not caring about the podcast, Cody.
Shout
He's
out
racing dirt. He's running late models at Fairbury. Was that right, by the
Hell
way?
yeah. That is correct. Can you tell by my steering input?
Yeah, the fact that it's just always turned to
Ow.
the right. And you're shaking the fucking world. It's okay. Caleb, I don't know what happened.
I looked up. I thought he put a blanket over his head for a second. I didn't realize that was a cover over the back of his chair.
He just got the package that I sent him, something very special.
I'll send him a package.
Uh-oh.
That being said, I am burning my Jacob Hits entire month late shrimp miss gift of the smells like shrimp candle.
But it doesn't actually smell like shrimp candle.
It doesn't actually smell like shrimp.
It's probably for the best. Would you want?
Yeah, you
the
wouldn't want
smell
your
of
room to smell like that.
seafood just emanating from a candle.
It's kind of like vanilla-y, and I enjoy it.
Vanilla shrimp.
That doesn't sound like a great flavor combo. All right, next prediction to make while
Vanilla
Caleb
covered
is
shrimp.
dead. We need to pick someone who will make the playoffs but get knocked out in the first round. So someone who's like good enough to either win something stupid or
Do you
like
have a
kind
list of
point their way
drivers?
in.
Because I don't even know who's...
I literally just have the
In the
Wikipedia
bidding.
page pulled up. I'm just scrolling up and down between all of these dudes.
I think I have my name already in mind before I even saw the list.
Yeah, who's that?
I'll pick Ty Gibbs for this category.
Ty Gibbs. I think
Good enough
didn't
to-
Ty Gibbs? I think he made it to the 8 last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he'll go backwards a step.
All right, people can see those too, I guess. Last year, Rusty picked Ty Gibbs to be champion, but no one picked him to be knocked out in round 1, which is funny.
Champion, that's hilarious.
Did he get to the playoffs last year? I don't remember.
Someone's not paying attention.
I'm pretty
We
sure he
just
did.
said we thought he got to the round of 8.
I think so.
Or at least the round of 12.
My fault.
Ty Gibbs. Oh no, Ty Gibbs was a first round playoff exit last season.
All right.
All right.
Damn. So I guess
Dude,
I'm not
Yeah,
breaking any
Tigers
new
is mid
ground
as hell.
predicting that.
Oh, was he? Hold on. How does this fucking Wikipedia thing work?
Tigers didn't make the playoffs last year, actually. I remember that.
No, Ty Gibbs was absolutely eliminated in the first round last year.
There's no way he was in the playoffs.
Motherfucker, I'm looking at the goddamn board.
Then why didn't Ty Gibbs have?
You sound like our Talladega neighbor right now. Ryan Blaney didn't win that race.
He didn't have playoff banners at the Southern 500 last year. He didn't make it. I'm staring at the photo.
Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, Ty Gibbs, and Harrison Burton were knocked out of the first round of the playoffs in 2024.
Okay,
I
maybe
don't
that
know
was a
what
fuck
you're
up
on
on
about.
Gibbs. Maybe it was a fuck up on Gibbs' part.
They wouldn't do that.
Playoff
You're
shit.
probably looking at the wrong picture. Looking at
Yeah, I might be looking at the
2023.
spring race.
Gibbs wouldn't
It's
have any
definitely
sort of graphic
2024.
design errors. What are you talking about?
We'll get to that. I need some first round exits.
I said Ty Gibbs.
You did say Ty Gibbs.
Ooh, I got one. Back-to-back first round exit. At least the team. Josh Berry will be out in the
That was a
first
good
round this
pick.
year.
I was thinking of that honestly. Josh Berry in the 21.
Yeah, first
I don't
round
even
exit.
think you'd be getting into the playoffs.
That's the
He's gonna
thing
win a
though.
race.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to
It's also
ride that
Wood Brothers.
Josh Berry's better than Harrison Burton was, and Harrison Burton got in.
Yes, but
What's Harrison Burton doing these days?
He's driving the
25
25 in Xfinity.
Uh-oh.
The don't mess with Texas car.
So
Yeah, he's
basically he'll
cool.
be selling houses in 2 years.
Yes.
I like DT's prediction for Spire. So I think I'm going to do with a Spire car. But whether it's going to
Okay.
be Justin Haley or Carson Hocevar. Like Carson Hocevar could win a race out of the blue. And then because he's so aggressive, he'll just wreck out of the first playoff.
He could wreck people to win his race and then get wrecked out. Okay. Carson Hocevar.
Carson
Ben.
Hocevar.
Which leaves me with the final pick. This is actually kind of hard.
That's what she said.
Wow.
That is what she said.
Because this is like literally picking half the field to get into the playoffs and then 4 people to get out.
I am going to go
That is
with,
what's happening.
in his return to full-time Cup Series driving,
Oh, god damn it.
someone who I think could possibly win in a road course and or point in and then do nothing else, and that's AJ Allmendinger in the Colleague 16.
Oh, shit.
Who did you think I was going to go with?
I was thinking you were going Cole Custer, but then you said could win at a road course, and I was like, he's not talking about Cole Custer.
I don't think Cole Custer is going to make the playoffs, to be honest with you.
The thing is that there's so many good
Yeah.
road course drivers now where like the last couple times that Allmendinger has been in the Cup car, he hasn't really shown anything.
That's true. He has a lot of competition now with SVG and
SVG, Kyle Larson.
Connor Zilish is going to be running him.
Who's Cole Custer racing for?
His
Haas.
daddy.
I thought Haas
Haas factory team.
Yeah.
No,
Interesting.
they just went back to like Gene Haas, so they have 2 Xfinity cars and 1 Cup car.
All right.
Which is pretty good, I guess. They just kind of scaled down when Tony left.
Tony Baloney.
So now we got to pick a champion for 2025 in another Phoenix finale, even though they said it might not be Phoenix and it's still Phoenix. Who is going to win the NASCAR Cup Series championship?
Can I say the Wikipedia page again?
Yeah, sure.
Because just nothing last year was memorable.
I'll go first again
That's all
since we're
NASCAR.
going with that trend. I'll do a 2-part answer. Like the first one will be like the true answer.
Okay.
Because my heart.
I know.
says
Yeah, I know
Kyle
who you
Larson.
want. to
Yeah,
win.
obviously. But that being said, so like my actual pick is Larson. But that being said, I think any of us are silly to do anything other than Penske, given how the last few years have gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say Larson just to do a
right.
non-Penske fucking bias pick.
Did you pick Larson last year?
I think I
You
picked
did.
Syndrome.
Non-biased
You picked
pick.
Denny in 23, and then you picked Larson last year and Larson again this year. I appreciate you willing it into existence. Here's the
No,
points from last year, by the way.
I said a non-Penske but bias pick. I didn't say not. I forgot to roll.
It's going to be a
Deceiving.
Ford because it's Phoenix.
What's that black spot? What the hell?
That is Alex Bowman getting DQ. Oh, DQ'd from the Roval when he had too much or not enough weight.
Oh yeah.
And then it messed up the whole playoff.
I forgot
thing.
about that.
Also,
We
shout out to Cup Series.
Oh yeah, that
crew chief
determined the
Gavin, big fan.
champion.
They
Yeah.
determined the champion.
Logano got in off that when he was otherwise
That
out. That's
that
crazy.
black square decided that Logano was suddenly in.
That's crazy.
And then all he had to do was win 2 races, and then it's the fix is in.
Jover.
Logano was literally 17th in points before that happened. That's fucking crazy.
All right, well, before anyone else does it, I'm picking Blaney. I don't care.
Damn,
Right.
you beat Caleb
Damn.
to it.
Listen,
Well,
Caleb,
beat
you
me
damn
too
it.
as well.
leaving it on the
'Cause I
table
think-
is.
He was too busy munching away to.
It's
like,
not an
what's a-
even year, and it's gonna be a Penske car. Therefore,
Next year we'll have
Austin
to.
are you
All right,
choosing more,
Alex
Caleb?
Yeah.
No,
Caleb.
God, no.
No. Okay.
Is it my turn?
One he is. Whoever wants it,
Yeah,
yell
go
it
Ben.
out.
Go Ben.
It's going to
Ben,
be
go.
a Ford. It's just what Ford?
There's like 2 to choose from, bro.
There are literally 2 cars that could.
Are
win
we
the
allowed to
title.
pick people that other people like have chosen? Or...
You could. It's just kind of lame.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's
not
RFK.
fun.
I think RFK is going to be mid again.
Next year we're all gonna
I
have
don't
to
think they're
fight
going
each
to be
other.
good enough too.
I
Pick
picked Blaney
Logano.
out of my heart, but I also feel like a Chris Buescher, like Tony Stewart late
That's
season
who I'm thinking of.
performance
I'm like,
could
I don't
happen.
think RFK is that good yet.
Yeah, Chris
He won
Buescher
a bunch of races
Trackhouse went on
last
a-
year.
I was about to say,
It was
hold
like
on,
3,
RFK
it
is better
wasn't
than Trackhouse.
and that's true. That's true.
Where's
Yeah,
where
but
the hell's
Trackhouse is not a
Buescher?
Ford.
Buescher only won 1 race last year. Never mind.
This is the year
Logan
before
Paul,
you're thinking of.
Oh, it was the year. You're right. It was the year before that I got on the hype
No,
train.
I'm saying like if Trackhouse was at the level where they could compete for a championship, RFK is at the level where they could make the Final Four and compete for a title.
All
They're
right,
all
I'm going to do a
same
stupid.
cars.
I'm going to do
Do
a
it.
stupid pick. It's going to be a Penske, and it is going to be Austin Cindric.
God,
What
can you
the fuck is
imagine?
wrong with you?
Austin Cindric is Ben's pick for a 2025 Cup Series champion.
I specifically remember watching the championship race this year and being like, "Damn, like not even Cindric in a Penske car can even do decent right now." He was
I
like
do
running
remember him being
25th.
slow as well.
Dude, God
saw
damn it, boys.
Ben's life flash before his eyes.
I had a whole bit planned out where I was gonna like go into rant mode and be like, just like tease, like, gonna be a 2-time Cup champion, like whipped everyone's dick at Phoenix just a few years ago, and then pull out the Kyle Larson hat and it was gonna be Kyle Larson. But if I can't pick Larson and I can't pick Blaney now,
Or Cindric. I know you were thinking of picking him.
Byron,
Not
Byron, Byron.
Like a
okay,
boy
hold on.
title.
So I'm gonna go somebody who has taken the Denny Hamlin role of stepping on it in the biggest moments. But unlike Denny Hamlin, he's gonna pull his head out of his ass this year, and he's gonna win the title out of nowhere. Maybe not out of nowhere, but out of irrelevancy, like all the other NASCAR champions. Christopher Bell is your 2025 NASCAR Cup Series champion.
It's actually.
I mean, if his brake rotor didn't explode a couple years ago, he would have had a chance. I guess he wasn't doing that.
That's true.
well. I could see that happening. Gibbs is already off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, I'm biased.
They've always been like okay at Phoenix, but not like Penske good.
Well, yeah, what happens when Logano and Blaney are battling it out? Well, Logano won't be there. Cindric and Blaney are battling it out for the championship, and they wreck each other.
God, I've already seen it happen in Daytona 500. It could happen.
I'll kill
All right.
myself.
It said either Blaney, Larson, Bell, or Cindric are going to win the title in 2025. All right, on to the news. Not a lot. I just want to say there's a couple like Bob Pocker's tweets that were going around. One, that Xfinity will not be the series sponsor for like the Grand National Series next year.
Time for the Busch Series to return.
They haven't said whether they're going to go with a title or if they're going to do like the Cup Series and just kind of give it a name.
No, they gotta have a title for that shit.
So the only other NASCAR like title, like big partners now, is Busch and Coke.
No,
So
Xfinity's still signed on.
yeah,
That's
I said
what
the other ones. You nerd.
Oh, my bad.
Xfinity's not going to be the series sponsor. So
I'm not paying
it
more
could be
attention to you
Coke.
guys.
It could be Busch. It could be someone new.
Dude, it's got to be Busch.
You think so? You think they'd
Dude, that would be
No,
the
but
beer
that's what it
series?
has to be.
The NASCAR
Yeah,
Busch
why not
series.
Coke?
I mean, Craftsman Truck
Because
Series came
yeah, I was
back.
about
Why
to say,
can't the Busch Series come back?
We already have the Craftsman Truck
That would be
Series, so we're
big.
gonna have the Cup Series, the Busch Series, and the Craftsman Truck Series.
Winston.
Have some
And put the
Winston
Winston back.
vape company come in.
Yeah, get ready to learn National Series in every
What is a
video game.
non-cigarette Winston that we could find to sponsor the Cup Series? Like just like it's like a fucking like middle of nowhere tech firm.
I knew a dog named Winston.
There we go. We have an international law firm.
My mom's
Winston
cat
and
is-
Strawn. We can just call it the Winston Cup Series.
My mom's
Oh my
cat's
God.
name is Winston. Can we just have a picture of the cat's face?
Your
for
mom
fucking-
named her cat after cigarettes?
after the damn NASCAR, not cigarettes.
Well, the NASCAR's named after the cigarettes.
You do realize Winston was a name before fucking the cigarettes were around.
I know. But if she named
Dude,
it after NASCAR,
You know that
Winston's
guy in
the
World War II they
cutest
named
cat.
after the
that's the dude
cigarette?
from 1984.
That is
Isn't his
the dude
name
from
Winston?
1984.
All right. The only other little NASCAR sponsorship, whatever news, is that the Geico Restart Zone. Now that Geico has left the NASCAR sponsorship circle, is now just going to be called the Restart Zone, and I don't even think it's going to be blue anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, it'll just be the regular Restart Zone. But that's it for the news.
What do you
know
mean that's
time
it for the
is.
news?
What
You know,
else is there?
there's news here. IndyCar has a new president. Doug
they?
Bowles.
Who cares?
Yeah, you
I
didn't
didn't even
see
see this on my timeline.
that? Yeah, they
Yeah, the
fired
IMS
Jay Fry.
Yeah, the IMS president is now the president of IndyCar, which, from what I've heard, is actually really good news.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
on that
The two
banger.
people that watch IndyCar, shout out to you guys. You know what time it is.
Put on that back.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's drip or drown. Drip or drown. Drip or drown. Drip or drown. It's drip or drown. Drip or drown.
Drown.
All right. There were some paint scheme announcements. We'll do that next week. That's not important. We have every paint scheme from the Daytona 500.
Oh my god.
And we are going to quick fire, drip, drown, nut, or die.
Or die.
Or who cares, to determine the very best and the very worst Daytona 500 paint schemes for this season.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of dies.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of who cares.
I'm actually kind of
Yeah.
excited for
That
this.
too.
So here are the boys, and here are the categories with which we will put them in. And let's just, I think this is just ordered kind of numerically, but also
Let's just
kind of
go.
randomly. So we're just going to go right into it. All right, starting with Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88 WeatherTech with the Red Bull eyeliner.
Who
That's
cares?
an
Who
who
cares?
cares if I've ever seen one.
All right. Zane Smith, Speedy Cash.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
There's
By
gonna
the
be a lot of
way,
these.
when we start categorizing them, let's try to group them like in their own
Itemize them.
categories. Yeah.
We can attempt that, but I don't have so much patience. Ryan Priest builds submarines.
I'd say drip. I enjoy that.
I
card.
agree.
That's a
Yeah.
It looks cool.
pretty solid drip.
Whoa.
My bad. Ty Dillon, Grizzly
cares?
Nicotine.
Who
Pouch.
cares?
I think this might be drown material. This is pretty ass.
I
They
mean,
have
it
this
looks
cool
like
friggin' bear. They couldn't put him on the side of the car.
Yeah,
That's
drown it.
Yeah, that's between drown and not who cares.
Bubba Wallace, McDonald's.
Drip.
That's between drip and who cares.
Drip
That's
is-
all right.
I'll put it in a low drip. If they got rid of the text on the side, this would have been a banger.
Yeah, there's just been much better McDonald's schemes in recent memory.
Carson Hocevar, Ziegler Auto Group.
Who cares?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
say
just-
drip. I kind of like that card.
Nut.
You
Nut.
want to drip that?
Maybe
Yeah.
high end. Who cares?
I think, yeah, I agree. I think like a high. Who
Put
cares?
it
I'm
in
okay with
between.
that.
Yeah,
All
right
right.
there. Perfect. Yep.
Stenhouse
nut,
Jr.,
nut,
Sonny
nut.
D.
What?
Nut.
Die. Get that thing the
Die?
fuck out of here.
What?
What?
Look how stupid that number looks on the side of it. The half
don't
tones look
you
like
die?
bullshit.
Halftones
That's a
are kind of
low-end nut.
insane. I think it's a
No,
nut.
who cares at best? Who cares at best?
No, that is a nut.
No,
That's a high.
Sonny,
That's a
Look
high
how,
end.
Sonny-
look how low the thing is on the door. Sunny
That's
D's
a high-end
melting off the
trip.
side of the car.
It's always been
You're
like that.
Melting.
No, this sucks. Fuck you.
No,
High-end
you're
drip.
biased.
High-end
This
You
is a
are
drip.
drip.
overridden.
Yeah, right
I'll
there.
tie it with the submarines car.
The
Yeah, we'll figure it
submarine
out
car is
later.
so much better.
Who cares?
Justin Allgaier, Traveler Whiskey, and the number 40 for Junior
It
Motors.
pains
I
me to
can- I
say,
can
but that's an
who cares.
who cares.
Yeah.
Just because of who it is, but yeah, that's
Well, it does,
think-
look at the
I think
paint
it's-
scheme. Don't get
just nothing
biased.
special. No, that's not what I'm
Who
saying.
cares?
I love Junior, but there's absolutely nothing special about the paint scheme.
I like the or. I think it's a
I
Maybe
think it's a
high
high
end.
end. Who cares? Yeah.
High end,
Alright,
who
alright.
cares?
Cole Custer
Well,
Haas.
who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
Literally, who cares?
I kind of like it. I think it's kind of a classic look to the Haas
I
angle
kinda
on
like
the
it.
hood.
Did I ask,
Nah, who
bro?
cares?
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Also,
We're gonna
realized
who
to put
cares your opinion.
HFT on the front. That's interesting. Daniel Suarez, Freeway Insurance, all blue with the little gradient action.
Drip?
I think
I wouldn't go all the way
low.
nut on this. I would say drip.
That's a
I
I
would
would
say-
say
that's a
who
solid drip.
cares?
No, that's a solid drip.
We'll put I think it's like a mid drip,
Yeah, it's like
mid
Bubba
to low
Wallace
drip.
here.
That's a mid drip.
Elio Castro Neves,
Nut,
fresh,
nut,
never
nut,
frozen.
nut,
with
nut,
the
nut,
big ass
nut,
burger on
nut,
the
nut,
side.
Nut.
All right, Cody Ware,
Who
Jacob-
cares? Or die. Yeah, that's a die.
Alex Bowman, worst
Die.
Yeah.
Die.
ally piece of shit. Justin
I actually kinda like
Haley,
this one.
Chili's, Ride the Dente.
I would
I'd
say
say
that's
drip.
a nut.
Right there.
Whoa,
Or
what?
yeah,
Nut.
drip.
I don't know
wouldn't
if
say it's
I would
nut.
say high drip.
Yeah.
Chris Busher, Fastenal, Fastenal,
Drown.
Fastenal, Fastenal.
Drown
That is a
or
fair
who cares?
That's a not who cares. It's not quite a drown.
That's
We'll
not
put it-
drown for me.
We'll put it halfway between.
Yeah,
Random
put it
swooshes
between.
everywhere.
John Hunter, Nemechek, Dollar Tree,
Who
throwback.
cares?
All right.
Yeah, / drown.
Yeah.
Austin Cindric in the Brad discount tire
who
car.
Who
cares?
cares?
Used to mean something.
We used to be a proper country.
Jimmy Johnson
Oh,
in
God.
the Shaq Carvana Reebok car.
That's
Drown.
I think it's a drown. I'd say it's a very fair.
It's
Dude,
not quite a die,
they-
but that's a drown.
they did a whole thing on social media about this car where they were like tweeting at each other, and it was just so clearly written by some PR person where Jimmy was like, "Hey, at Shaq, I bet you can something."
I saw that too.
And they
That
put all
was
these videos out. I did not care for a single bit of it. It's like Jimmy and Shaq. It's like just two washed guys who are just stick around. I
Shaq is
respect
at least
Shaq.
relevant being on TNT, but
I respect
Jimmy
Shaq, but that
Johnson's-
motherfucker puts his name on everything. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Where's
He's
your
on
gamer
friggin'
glasses?
Icy Hot. He's on the gamer glasses. He's on printers. I don't whatever.
The general.
The general.
Drown.
Go to
Uh,
the general.
Michael McDowell go bowling is a nut.
Nut.
We'll compare all the nut cars later. Christopher Bell,
die,
half and half.
die. No, stop looking at it. Die.
BJ McLeod and the Intimidator.
Just delete it off the
With
spreadsheet. Don't even
stickers
place it on here.
It doesn't exist. It didn't have a paint scheme. Get it off here.
Brad Keselowski, Kroger / Cottonelle.
Can I say drip on this? I kind of like the way this car looks with the.
I'll give you a low
The
drip.
thing is like if the hood wasn't just a plain white
I feel like it
like,
kind of breaks up
hood
everything
with
else.
just
where
a
it's
flat line, and like
It
look
is
at the connection
better.
between the A pillar in the hood.
It's true. And they will be doing that all season because they did that with that applesauce car that Buescher ran in the Clash, and that was a little bit worse because it was just green. The colors match a little bit better, but it's still like a hard cut hood. I think
It's like
a-
they didn't have enough money to wrap the
straddle
hood.
the drip and the who cares line.
I liked it.
Ty Gibbs,
Die,
Monster
die,
Energy.
die.
Who cares?
We'll put it. We'll drown. We'll drown. Josh Berry,
Dude, this
Wood
car
Brothers.
looks sick this year,
All they
This
did
is
was
the
add a
same
little red
mold.
around the bottom.
but it looks so
It
good.
works. It works.
Yeah,
The
I
number's a little
guess.
bit shiny. I
Surprisingly.
think it's a drip,
Yeah,
in
it's
my
a drip.
opinion.
I'll say low end drip. High end, who cares?
Put it like we'll squeeze it in there.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott, Napa, 25th
die,
anniversary.
slash who-
That's not
yeah.
who cares. It's not quite a. Not
I'd
quite
drown
dire
it. I think I'll
drown.
drown it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin
Die,
Dillon,
by the way.
Moldy
Die.
Bread. Yeah, it's a die. JJ
Who
Yaley.
cares?
He's doing this race apparently.
I'd
Green
say I'm a
River
drown.
Kentucky
Yeah, I'm a
whiskey.
drown.
I would agree. Tyler Reddick, Nasty
What have you
Beast.
done?
Yeah, it's a fat die.
What did they do to my glorious pook? Oh my god!
Riley Herbst, Monster Zero Sugar.
What is going on the roof there?
They threw a gradient on it for some reason.
Now here's
Die
the
that
thing:
shit.
is it better than plain? Is it better than just
No.
a plain black car?
No, it's not. It's dye. You added a gradient on the hood for no, like it's one thing to have a
roof?
green roof.
not on
or
the
something.
hood.
Or shit, my bad.
This motherfucker can't speak. I like
Yeah,
the
what, I'm at
idea,
Ben?
but I feel like it wasn't. The,
2311.
I
I don't
I'll
think it's a
drown it.
die.
I'll
put it in
drown it
drown.
next to the 54.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch, Zone,
cares?
Who
nicotine
cares?
thing.
Yeah.
Same thing as
Straight out of 2008.
Yeah. Chase Briscoe, pole sitter,
Let's say
Bass
high
Pro
end.
Shops
Who cares?
with the neon. Really?
Yeah.
I
Low-end
thought this was
drip.
kind of trippy.
no.
Look at how much this orange pops. Like, there's not even sunlight on the front of this car, and that orange is like coming through.
Okay, they have cool colors, but I mean, what the fuck is happening on this? I don't know. I just don't dig it.
I don't
Really?
care.
Okay.
Who cares? Drip. Put it like under the 21. I'd say is a good spot for it. Or
No,
under the
it's
6.
I think,
Right there is
I think
perfect.
right there is fine.
Okay.
Todd Gilliland in the Love's car, which is not Michael McDowell, and we're gonna have to get used to that.
I mean,
don't
I've
care.
always liked the scheme, but it's like nothing's changed, so who cares?
Chandler Smith in the quick tie.
biggest who cares in maybe American motorsports history.
It's not a bad design. Like, if this logo was bigger, I feel like it would be good, but I think you're
Look at the
biased
hood
'cause it's
though. Like you're not going to be able
Chandler
to
Smith.
read that.
It's true, there are a lot of words on there. That might get the most words on the hood award for the Daytona 500. Actually, no, it's probably Kyle Busch because he has the whole doctor's label up there
What about
3
the-
times.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that.
That's got to be most words on the hood award.
No, what about?
So
no, yeah,
anytime
you're right.
that logo's on the car, there has to be that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look at the side of it too.
Yeah, just the warning. This product
kinda
contains
nuts.
nicotine, and there's whatever that is under it, and there's all the words on the fucking can. Like, look, dude, look at all the nicotine warnings.
Oh my
across
God.
this thing.
I think it's the word mobile.
Martin Truex Jr., Bass Pro Shops tracker, like night mode Tricon thing.
It's like a high level drip.
Yeah, I like
I
this.
agree.
Really? All right.
I think it's
That's
near
higher
a
than I
nut,
put it.
but like not quite.
Maybe a mid
AJ
drip.
Allmendinger Celsius.
Who cares?
Who cares?
I think like low. Who cares?
Nothing
at this point.
special.
Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com with the blue side skirts.
I was about to say I would put this specifically
Mm.
in drip just for the side skirts being painted
Drip.
now.
Drip.
That's fair.
Drip.
Otherwise,
Drip.
it would be a who cares for me.
Yeah.
Not that.
Denny Hamlin, National
Die,
Debt.
die, die,
die.
All right. Ross Chastain, Bush Light.
Nut. I love this car so much.
Okay. Corey LaJoy and the Penny 01.
Die. That is a die.
die.
That might be the worst one.
That looks like
Really?
an ARCA car that they put in Cup.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's not great.
That
does look like an
now
ARCA
that you've said
Cup
it,
car.
there's something very ARCA about it. Joey Logano and the weird gradient thing.
Drown /
That's
die.
a drown.
Yeah,
Like,
drown.
Dude, I saw people going nuts on Twitter. Like, they were like, oh, this
Yeah.
is so good.
They
Not for
need to
me.
Not have
Drown.
opinions.
Ryan Blaney, Menards.
Dude, the
Peak.
yellow on the front end is kind of weird looking.
I kind of like it. These
Yeah,
last year, it was
yeah.
the blue would go all the way down, like under the headlights, but now they threw a little bit more neon in there.
I like how they kind of cheated with the side skirt where they just painted a little thin yellow.
Oh yeah, they did. Penske's doing that this year, where they're doing like a line under the side skirts. For
I
some
would put
reason.
high end who cares on that.
I would put a low drip. Like
Yeah, low
compared
drip.
to some of these guys.
The
Yeah,
21's
leave it
way
there.
better than the 12 is, but
We'll put it there.
yeah, that works.
Noah Gregson, Rush Cummins.
Low key, kind of drippy.
Get a
I
buttons
agree.
cut. It's a little drippy.
I think this is sick. They did the thing where the Rush Truck Center's logo's on the hood, and then the design like goes down into the side,
So it's a
Yeah.
low
which I
level
enjoy.
drip.
All right, we'll squeeze it in with the Josh
Yeah,
Berry
that's fair.
car. Anthony Alfredo, Fortified
cares?
Building
Who cares?
Solutions. Not a bad design, but yeah, I agree.
I mean, yeah. we're not putting it in
Eric
the bad
Jones,
category.
Advent Health.
Drown. What's happening on the side and A pillar right there, dude?
That's what I was trying to figure this out. So this is a spike that like
Yeah, it's a
almost
spike.
touches this,
Yeah,
but from the
this is a
side it looks
drown.
like it's part of the same thing. Yeah.
Well, it's trying to match with what's going on at the A pillar.
William Byron Exalta
Drown.
with the flames. If they did the
They did
halftone
right,
properly,
it'd be a nut.
this would
Yeah.
be sick. But they just trimmed it
Oh
under the
god,
logo.
that's bad. Why did they
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, that's what me and DT
I don't know. That's not what the renders looked like. That's not what Lefty sent them. It's Hendrick. It's Hendrick being Hendrick, just like they did with the throwback, the Firestorm throwback last year, where they were just like,
They
Fuck
fucked
you.
it.
yeah. I think
Drown.
I'd put it in
I-
die because
All right,
it could have
die.
been
just
so
because
good,
they
yet
stepped
they
on
just
the vision
fucked
was
it.
there and they biffed it time after
Can you show
time
me what it's
again.
supposed to look like? Because
I
I didn't
can.
see that.
It was supposed to. This is a kind of a lower quality render, but you're gonna have to deal with
That's
it.
fine.
It was supposed to look like this,
Oh yeah.
and it ended up looking like.
Oh my
The fact that
How
they
do you-
cut it
that is
lower
a-
here.
That is a Gibbs like mess up.
That is a Gibbs level fumble biff job. The vision was there. I know the vision was okay.
Can we look at what we've
Ugh.
curated here to see if there are any outliers amongst the rest?
Okay, so here are the boys TM. We'll put McLeod.
I
down
think the
there.
Blaney car could go higher.
I think the Blaney car. I think we switched the Blaney and the Truex. The Truex is standing out like a sore thumb amongst them with me. That high up.
You think so?
Yeah,
That's
think
fair.
we could-
All right, swap Blaney out for Truex. So we've got 3 nut cars, which is the Elio Big Beef Never Frozen
tracking us
car.
off to a good start.
This is good, but it's not like that
With
good.
the blue roof now, dude, this thing is sick.
Yeah. Not as good as a fish car though. That's the problem. That fish car was so good that nothing else.
Okay, we're not judging it based off the fish car.
I
We're judging
know,
it
I
based
know.
off of itself.
It's
Okay,
true.
let's look at the here's our drown contestants. And then the die list. Okay, let's pick the worst. Other than this is just disqualified.
That doesn't exist. Just delete it.
Yeah.
These two are just a crime against design. I wouldn't say these are the worst scheme.
It's
We're trying
just
to pick out the
it's-
worst
this
one.
Is like
These are
the
just
what could have been category.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of actual like piece of
Ooh.
shit car,
It's got to be that LaJoy, right?
I think it's between.
Yeah.
I don't think the LaJoy one's that bad. I think it's between.
It's not that
The
good.
LaJoy
These
one to me
4.
looks like something a kid made on
Yeah.
iRacing.
Dude, the LaJoy one, is like that.
Okay,
is-
here.
It's not good.
Let's agree to move Cody Ware and Denny Hamlin to like die, but not the
Okay.
worst die.
It might be the die of the year, but just
die,
imagine how
but
good
not
it's gonna.
die.
But just imagine how good it's gonna look in victory lane.
God. So what's so bad about the LaJoy one to you guys?
It
just
just
looks like
It's
an
just-
ARCA
it just-
car. We've
Yeah,
already
dude,
said.
it's a piece of shit. Like, there's nothing interesting about it. Like, the number font is small and tiny.
Number font is small and tiny, even on the roof, which is kind of insane work.
Yeah, like this thing just has nothing
like
going for it.
if you zoom out far enough, it just looks like something badly rendered for a trading paint.
That's true. But compared to this Bowman car is also like a kid job. That's my problem.
Okay,
No,
the Bowman
because you kind of
car-
got gradient on there. Like you got hidden details on the hood and on the side. Like someone tried.
I
biffed
never
it
even
and it looks
saw those.
bad.
What the hell? There is just
Like
some,
someone
like,
biffed it. It's bad, but at least they tried.
over the moldy bread 3 car.
moldy bread car we can discuss a little further. I think the moldy bread car, that is a
Moldy
piece of
bread
shit.
car.
They just threw a Sparko on the A-pillar too. That's
They
kind
did
of
that on the
crazy.
Kyle Busch car too.
Um, This I don't think is the worst. I actually kind of I
No.
think it's better than last year's because they just did plain yellow on the front. They still like figure out what you're doing with the Outlines 20 car. This is insanity. I can't believe they're still doing that.
Literally, all they have to do is take a white with like a thick black outline on the roof on both sides. It would be money.
Can I be honest with you right now? The plain
like this.
yellow front of
You
this,
don't like this. Stop.
get rid of all the interstate stuff.
Yeah, if we ignore the interstate battery part, it's fine.
If we
Wouldn't they-
ignore the bad
wouldn't-
part of the car, it's good.
I'm just saying, when they black out the bottom of the grill like that, if they just ran a plain yellow DeWalt car,
Yeah, it'd be great.
I could
And then
be
they
on
put
board.
a Mike Scott plumbing thing and
They
fucking.
do have Mike. Who's Mike Scott? And how's he got money to put a plumbing company on a
Michael
customer's
Scott.
car?
Look, it is
Michael
Gibbs.
Scott.
They're trying. They don't have
Apparently that is a
sponsors.
Florida plumbing. Dude, NASCAR might be cooked. We're losing sponsors for everything. We got Mike Scott plumbing on the hood of the.
Hey, he still has 2
GTR 20.
like national companies up there. Give him some leeway. All right, so
Can
are we
can I
voting
be honest here?
LaJoy
Like,
for the worst?
get the 48 out of here. This is between the 3 and the 01.
Yeah,
And even
Okay.
then,
with
like,
the 01,
it's
an
the
easy
01. Like,
It's-
it's
yeah.
the 01.
I agree.
I
It's gonna be
All right,
like.
I'm outvoted. I think moldy bread is the worst, but I entrust you guys with this show. So Corey LaJoy.
That thing is just such a fucking piece of shit. Like that
You
thing's gonna
get the,
dink
uh,
around and
Dude, with the
Listen,
yellow
listen.
wheels too is kind of insane.
yeah, dude. Okay, so that'll be our thing. Is this car might not even make the show. So if it doesn't, then we can fall back on the moldy bread car.
If only Monster Games was still making the NASCAR video games, and even like you always get a Daytona DNQ that just stays in the video game forever. I feel like this would be it. You'd just be stuck looking at this stupid Corey LaJoy
Even
01.
this
Well,
feels
it
like
might
a
be a
NASCAR
possibility
heat.
for NASCAR 25.
That's true. Depending on licensing. All right, So your die of the event is
Die of the year.
well of the Daytona 500. We still got to do
It's
the
die of the year
drippies
so
later on.
far.
All right, we got to pick the best one. Ross Chastain, Busch
Spire, Michael
Light.
McDowell. It's
I agree. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
Go Bowling.
we don't even
So
need to
go
have
bowling.
a discussion.
Go
we
to your
talked about
Bowl
how
Americas.
sick
Go to your AMFs.
some of the
Go to your
Go Bowling cars
Boleros.
were, and this is just like stepped it up even more. Such a
dude.
sick design, dude. Pins everywhere. I saw Bolt's tweet earlier today that
Bolt's
he's
not
got
this.
the bowling pin fucking fire suit on too. Let me pull it up. It's just like it's one of those subtle things where it's a sick fire suit, but he threw like the bowling pin stripes on the side of it, so it looks like he's knocked over his pins.
That's pretty cool.
But I just love the like ball going down the lane design. It's so sick. Always has been. All right, so there you go. Spire 71 versus Rick Ware.
Oh
The
my
difference.
god.
The fact that they're the same colors too, and you can just see how much effort has gone into one and how little has gone into the other. Woof.
Shout to Spire.
All right.
There's a fat dripper drown for y'all. Hope you enjoyed what time it was. Next up on the docket, I don't even know if we have any this week, but I like playing the theme song.
Hello.
Can we throw elected officials in Animal Planet? I don't really have much else to say. It's
Let's
just...
try to ignore politics in this podcast.
All right.
People want to escape from the sorrow that is happening.
But they're not
They did,
escaping from the sorrows at the Four Nations face-off that we're watching.
Well, he's not even in net. It's Gustafsson.
He's not even playing, dude. He's on Team Finland.
Oh, is he? I guess that makes sense. They did.
Can we talk about Drake being called a pedophile during the Super Bowl?
Dude, base.
That was okay. Animal Planet is all the old white guys being like, "Fucking, what the fuck is this shit?"
Yes.
To the Super Bowl halftime.
And what's funny is like the whole story of that Kendrick Lamar halftime show was about that, like the separation of America.
It was very
And,
Atlanta,
like,
which I enjoyed.
Yeah, and Uncle Sam was literally the white America saying, it's too ghetto.
Yeah.
And then like,
I think that
"Alright,
was very
this
obvious.
is what America wants."
But I appreciated seeing some boomers on Twitter saying like, "Yeah, finally, some a halftime show where they love America. This is what it's all about."
Dude, the
Do
media
they know?
literacy is insane. Because yeah, I saw a thing that was like, Hollywood is just crawling for the American right back. Like they're just pandering now.
Like for how basic the halftime show was for like a normal Super Bowl halftime show, it didn't have to be any more flashy than it already was.
Whoa, guys.
What?
We have live Animal Planet from Shrimp associate Michael Cody Jr. He has brought a new cat into the house with mustache. They were apparently
that
in a
cat was
hissing
put
match.
in, was brought inside the house.
He has a picture up of him feeding him off the plate inside.
Well, because I remember he posted the first picture. Here, we'll pull these up. Live Animal Planet report from Michael Cody Jr. on Twitter. He posted this picture of the cat outside and just said, "We have beef." His mustache looking through the window. And I guess he brought this dude inside. I guess it is cold as hell.
Yeah.
So this little dude, no collar or anything. It's inside eating
might
a
be
little
chipped.
kibble. But it makes sense because yeah, it's cold as hell. So as long as the dudes get along with each other, we'll stay tuned for more.
Well, they weren't getting
animal
along with each
updates.
other earlier, so
This is such a great picture.
dude, mustache is pissed.
Can we show the other pictures of mustache in the sim rig?
Oh, dude, yeah, these popped on Twitter too. Cozy at the start of the Coke season was just posting all the pictures of Mustache just chilling in the sim rig chair, swiping at the camera, looking all cute. I like this one of her head squeezed under the padding, and then this one of just
yawn.
Yeah. So there's your actual Animal Planet report. On the topic of the Super Bowl halftime show, I did think it was kind of impressive that that guy, like, mid-song, like, kind of, like, he didn't run, but he, like, almost a goal. He speed walked, like, halfway down the field, doing the whole bit to go from, like, stage to stage. I also enjoyed the little, the one in that little cross stage where he, like, popped up.
God!
Oh,
Peekaboo.
that's a goal. Mitch Marner scored something. Canada just won the first game of the Four Nations face-off, for those of you at home. Get fucked, Sweden.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah,
also
dancing on the side, and then the camera goes, and they pops up, peekaboo.
They basically made a live music video, which I thought was cool. Which is, I guess they do now. That's what they did with The Weeknd.
And the fact they did the entire thing live.
Yeah.
Like, that guy has some lungs.
Well, I would, dude, with how much he was, like, going up and down shit and going back and forth in the center sort of street area. Impressive to not lose your breath.
Yeah.
By the way, in the Four Nations face-off, they had told the Canadians to not boo anyone else's national anthems. It's Sweden tonight, so that's not going to be a problem, but
no,
we play the U.S. on Saturday night in Canada.
Oh, dude, it's going to be...
Look, when you're told not to do it, it's going to be extra loud.
Yeah, it's going to be worse. Yeah, it's guaranteed. Oh, they put little goal lights around all the fans' necks? That's cute.
Yeah, they all, like, show up red.
Oh, you can't see.
I saw a funny tweet that was like, whoever wins the Four Nations face-off gets to decide what the name of the Gulf is from now on.
Oh god, I did see that Google updated the fucking thing and called it the Gulf of America.
Only for the U.S.
No,
I think everywhere else it
no.
says Gulf of Mexico in quotation marks. Gulf
That's
of America.
still stupid. That's still dumb. It's made up.
I agree.
Y'all know,
like it.
y'all know.
No one's going to call
I think
it
he
that.
watches the show, but Nick Man.
Yeah.
He had
Sends
a
in a bunch
tweet
of
about
emails.
that. Like, yeah, he had a tweet that like popped off about that. It had like I think 78,000 likes or something.
Wait, they're just calling it the Gulf of America now?
They put it on Google. What the hell's Nick
I
Man's
see that.
Twitter?
I just looked it up.
At Broken Nickman 16.
That's what it is. I was looking for Nickman 16. Like, what? There he is.
Oh, sorry. He made a tweet that got 6,000 likes, but yeah, somebody quote tweeted his tweet and it has 104,000 likes.
Jesus.
Damn.
So shout out to Nickman, known Shrimp Hours viewer. I saw that tweet come across my
You have a
fucking
link to this
timeline. I was
tweet?
like, holy shit, it's Nickman.
Yeah, can you link it so we can actually see it?
I'm looking for it, but
For the non-Twitter
Here you go, I
user?
have it.
wow.
It was said Google Calendar has
Fill out your
removed
bingo
key
cards,
cultural
viewers.
events. And one of the events they removed was Holocaust Remembrance Day. And somebody quote tweeted it and said, the Nazis are here, man.
Damn.
Yep.
I don't have a like counter showing because
104,000 is what it's at
but-
like right now with 1.6 million views.
yeah, pretend this says 104,000. Damn, and just a
man.
fucking reply to a. Oh yeah, this is also insane. That Google Calendar is just caving to the racist weirdos, and just removed
Dude,
a bunch of
fucking-
shit from their like default calendar.
Listen, being woke is out. We're back to we're team racist again.
It's really weird to see just how much racist language is getting thrown around now, where everyone's like, DEI. They love a good DEI.
Yeah, it's called a shrimpage.
What do you mean? I thought I was a shrimpage diversity hire.
It was a racism.
We did
Internet
have one.
Stanky, come
I
back
think
to
that's
me.
mine. We did have one night of
I think it was just a bad joke. I think everyone's internet was fine. I think it was just that joke didn't land.
No, it's my internet actively.
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking at it right now with 3,000 ping.
All right, roll into the
back.
media check-in. What the hell happened this week?
Super Bowl.
That's a fat.
Super
Who
Bowl.
cares?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
even know how
but
to
what else
mention it.
happened?
Shut up.
I can talk basketball. The fucking Cavaliers. They
No,
went and
no.
beat the shit out of
No one wants
Toronto
to hear
Raptors.
basketball.
Die.
Kyle Larson won the big gator at Volusia.
I did see that.
Die.
In your fucking mail.
Send them
Overall,
in,
guys.
send them in,
I'm
guys.
Watch your fucking hands slap. I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those emails at this point. Welcome to fan mail. Fan mail.
Fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail.
If you, I don't have anything funny to say. If you have something funny to
You're not
say, send us
funny.
an email.
And if you
Triple
don't
H
have anything
presents-
funny to say, still
hold
send
on.
them in.
I'm not on the top anymore. I'm used to pointing down. What the hell?
Well, we know the people that don't have anything funny to say already send in emails, so we don't have to
I am not a
remind them.
bottom. You put me on top.
Listen, I
I'll show you a
forget.
bottom.
Yeah. Whoa.
Is Caleb usually down there?
No,
Caleb's
I'm
usually
up
on
here.
Nah, you're usually that's fake news.
See, with me fixing,
Actually,
with
because
me
you haven't
changing
been
my
here, so we've
camera,
been
that's
doing-
what fixed it.
Yeah, we've had 3 dude podcasts.
That's
I've
what it
found
is.
a new spot up here.
I
Because
see.
Ben
I-
has
I've
to
been
be on the right
replaced.
now.
That's
Yeah,
I-
you
Yeah.
have been replaced because you
That's
stopped
true.
showing up. So move your
You're
feet, lose your seat,
friggin'
bitch
racing,
ass
iRacing
bitch.
anyway.
I'm gonna stop
You
showing
can
up.
stay
in
down
Birmingham.
there. If you want to be on the podcast, we're hiring a replacement for Cody. You'll be paid
It's true.
in nothing. Shrimp Hours
Put that
presents
damn
at
hat on.
Listen, hold
gmail.com.
on. I was about to say I'll
No,
really
you'll be
take
paid in
Cody's spot.
shrimp.
We're back.
Shrimp memes.
I'm actually Cody now. What's up, guys?
Now does
You're
Play
gonna hear me
video
clicking
game.
at Ghost Game. Yeah.
You got to talk into the side of your mic.
I'll just put that bleached hair from your head on
Turn
your
your-
chin.
Wait, you hold your Yeti like that? He's already talking to the wrong side of his mic.
I'm not talking to the wrong side. I'm talking to the very top of it, which where you're supposed to talk.
No,
On the Yeti? Are you sure?
that's not how a Yeti works. You're supposed to talk to the front of a Yeti like this.
Caleb Newhouse over here.
I do remember calling on Hannah Newhouse for doing that. Yeah, motherfucker,
Sorry,
you
I don't
have
want
that shit.
I
on.
was trying to have my mic out of my face instead
Oh
of
my
being
god,
like
it's so
this.
much more clear.
Oh my god, you sound much better.
Shut the fuck up, you
No,
piece
we're
of
not even. We're
shit.
not
You
even.
do know.
We're not even.
Okay, then I will
You've been
move it
using your
off. to the-
mic wrong for years. It's hilarious.
I've been
I didn't know
using
you
it
had a
to
Yeti.
be down here, and I've been speaking. I mean, this is the front right here. So
You just
Well,
turn it
you're
sideways
really
like
Cody.
I'll
this.
show you the front.
It was a joke, but it was actually real life.
all
I think my
right,
internet
guys.
just died.
All right. It's first email.
Can you not put your arm like this, where you just hang the thing upside down?
No.
Or have it underneath.
Can we read a fucking email? What are we doing here, boys?
The first email comes in from Jace.
Motherfucker.
Jace says, "Howdy, shrimps. First off, I know I'm a bit late to the party, but happy 2025. You are a bit late. That out of the way, I have a story which you might find funny. A few weeks
2
ago,
months
I
ago,
had to
bro.
ride up to Greensboro, North Carolina with my boss to grab something for work. While up there, we decided to grab some Taco Bell. This Taco Bell has to be hands down the nastiest one I've ever been to in terms of cleanliness. And
You've
that's
never
not
been
the
to
weird
Milwaukee.
part. The weird part is the group of people holding a Bible study at one of the tables. No food, no drinks, nothing. Just 3 people sitting there discussing the
Raw
Bible.
dog in the Bible.
I get Jesus is everywhere, but a Taco Bell in Greensboro isn't the first place I'm looking personally.
That's kind of wholesome.
That might be the most Greensboro, North Carolina thing I've ever heard.
Remember, there's always a shit show to be had somewhere from Jace. Do you not have churches, motherfucker? What are you doing at the Taco Bell? At the
Yeah.
House of God?
Go up and tell them that you don't agree with their lifestyle, so they need to take it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There you go.
Yeah, those people shouldn't
Change it
be
up
doing
on
that
them.
in public.
Ayo.
A joke for the record.
Was it a joke
Are
about
you
gay
sure about that?
people?
The next email comes in from Mark of high school fame, who says, PlayStation Network has been down for 6 hours. They better start counting their days.
Did it ever come back up?
I think it made it like a couple
think it was up.
days.
Yeah, that's how you
Yeah,
know.
no, it's like
Mark
3 or 4
included a
days.
picture. just
Oh
Sony,
no!
Oh, no.
Sony PlayStation headquarters on Google Maps.
Where's the loading dock?
The most.
Well, hey,
the-
it wasn't over a month like it was for
That's true. Back in the day,
us old people.
I remember
And our
that.
credit cards weren't compromised, so
It is
Yeah, you
the
are
thing that
old.
drove me the most insane about that. I've always hated how fucking video games nowadays. If it's a single player game, you should not have to be online. But in new shit, including Gran Turismo 7, which was supposedly Sony's choice, allegedly, that they forced it on them, you have to be online to play single player, which is just backwards. So while the network goes down, you're just not allowed to play your own personal save file. Just get fucked. In Gran Turismo, if you are not online, it's literally a demo. It's like, here's like 8 cars and you can drive them around these tracks for races that don't count for anything. It is literally like a Best Buy demo. It's insane.
isn't it funny like how great iRacing handles downtimes? Like iRacing is like, here, you can have fucking everything. Go ahead and test it out.
That is kind of based. That iRacing is just like, yeah, you can drive anything, because if you can't race normally, you just get to test stuff that even you don't own, which is kind of cool.
Wait,
although technically
you can
don't
do
own
that?
anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever the scheduled downtime is, you just boot up whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
go
it's
to
only
the test
during the
drive thing.
downtime. I see. Okay.
Yeah. The next email comes in from our good friend from down under, Andrew R. Who says Arvo,
Down
which
under.
means good afternoon in Australian. Arvo, Caleb, and not everyone else.
Wow,
in
dude.
episode 133, you mentioned how you weren't into fancy, wanky cheeses.
Yeah.
Speaking as someone whose cheese game is par excellence, here are some cheeses that sound fancy but are actually totally normal. Colby. Colby is your standard melty cheese, the one you want for grilled
I remember
cheese or to
Colby
put inside
is.
of
I wouldn't say
lasagna
Colby
with
is
ricotta.
fancy.
I was about to say
That's the whole
fucking.
point. Pecorino, a good crumbly cheese
Pecker.
that you want to put in a salad or a sandwich. if
show
want
you
bit
a
of sharp
pecorino.
bite. What?
It was a dick joke, DT. What do you
I think you put your hand up because you had something to say. I understand the pecker joke. The third pick is Gruyere, which is a little bit sweet and slightly salty. It looks and tastes like expensive cheese, but isn't
I'll show you
expensive.
something sweet and a little bit salty.
I think the point of this was that Caleb didn't
Goes
want
great
the
with wine.
expensive cheese taste. I think that's just one thing that happens when you get old. Like, the older you get, you just like weird cheeses.
Yeah, the more
just
cheese
happens.
Yeah.
start to accrue.
It's a Wisconsin thing.
P.S. There's nothing wrong with girly drinks. It says, buy a bottle of Moscato. You'll make the ladies think that you totally know what you're doing, even if you have no idea.
I do have no idea.
Dude, my favorite drink is an amaretto sour. So
Those are pretty good. Some decent Rono.
What the hell
guys are
goes
just
into an
saying shit.
amaretto sour?
amaretto,
Sweet and
Sour.
sour mix.
sour mix, and then I use Sprite.
Well, sour just means that they foam up an egg, right?
No, sour is like literally,
It's just like a
Like drink
cocktail
thing.
mix.
yeah,
Just like a
cocktail
little
mix.
lemony, like a citrusy cocktail mix.
Yeah.
Amaretto sour, amaretto bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup, and an egg white.
So I would say it would be part of the simple syrup.
No, simple syrup is just sugar and water. Hold on. Like a whiskey sour is whiskey and a little friggin' frothed up egg.
To be fair, everyone has their own like
Egg
little
white.
uh,
Yeah, okay, whatever.
recipes.
Yeah.
We're not
I
professionals.
was on an
No,
amaretto
boy.
sour kick for a while, and mine was like kind of similar to what Ben's was saying. It was
We
Di
gotta-
Serono, sweet and sour mix, and Sprite.
We got to circle back to Animal Planet real fast. We have a new live update from Michael Cozy Jr. where we are holding and petting the cat. It might be over.
Damn, this motherfucker might have a second cat.
If he's holding the cat, I think
A
that
second
might be
cat has hit the Cozy household.
that's got to be someone else's cat.
Oh,
Dude, he's
hold
like
on, we'll get
nuzzling
audio.
on him and everything.
This is my new friend. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's lost or what happened, but we got some food going on.
He likes people,
And,
whoever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
my
feral.
stash is locked upstairs. I'm not sure what the opinion's gonna be there.
The neck cat is way too clean to be
Yeah, it's probably like
Just
someone's
outside
house cat
cat.
that got out.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure you can call the neighbors.
And dude, can you imagine just like getting out of your house one day and just like wandering around, and then all of a sudden you're in Michael Cozy Jr.'s house, like you're just on the sim rig, and you're like, where the fuck am I?
I don't know if no one's left a comment yet, but yeah, that's got to be someone else's little dude. The next email comes in from
Hold on, before
Chris.
we move on from Andrew R, I have a note for him. Okay, I appreciate your cheese opinions. Unfortunately, they're not as good as your scorebug opinions, you fucking moron. In my replies, defending what was rolled out at this latest Super Bowl, the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen.
That was universally hated.
Not by Andrew R. Andrew R. was like, it's simple, it's fine. Andrew,
It looked like Dookie.
I love you. Thank you for emailing. But in honor of all the emails that you send, and in spirit of what I say to emailers, fucking kill yourself. Like, what are you
God
doing?
damn it. God damn
like
it.
what are you doing?
Stop telling
Look,
me
there
people
was
to
a
stop
moment
themselves.
where I was trying to find the play clock for how many seconds there was left in the play, and I couldn't find it until I realized
The
it was on
one-
top of the logo.
The one sport where there's big ass numbers written in white on the field, and we have to put a score on top of the broadcast on the field. So we're just gonna put big white numbers with nothing around them, so it just looks exactly like the text on the field. Insanity, crazy. I don't know. Who
And we
thought
still
that
had
was a good idea.
cartoon players out there, so it was like
The first
Still bad.
goddamn score bug in history had a black background. It was for football and had little numbers in the corner and had a little black background.
Fox is just getting way too cute with it. They're like, "Ooh, we're being innovative," and it's like, no, you're just stupid.
You're not. It looks like
no, they're
shit.
going back just like the country is.
Anyway, the next email comes in from Chris, who says, "Hey Shrimps,
Yeah,
last
let
week
that sit in silence.
Ben told us to send anything. So I decided to send in some monstrosities I found on Trading Paints.
Oh, let's look at this. This is going to be good, actually.
Dude, it's really easy to find some garbage on Trading Paints. This first
Oh
one,
my
my
god.
it's got a bunch of skulls on it, but just looks like Dookie.
Whose boomer ass grandfather is racing?
This is
on
so
iRacing?
boomer. There's something so boomer about
Yeah.
this. Got some AI
all the
generated
skulls
thing on the
and-
hood. Dude, they demolished the banner. There's no context. Jesus Christ. The
Looks good to
next
me.
one.
Oh,
What? What the
That looks like
fuck
Corey
are-
LaJoy's Daytona
What are
500.
these? Menards on the fucking thing.
oh, dude, it's a Menards series. They got General
Yeah,
Tire on it.
they got
What
Menards
the
up
fuck
here.
was that next thing?
Oh.
What is that?
What?
What?
There's so much to unpack here.
It's a Brad
Kroger.
Carl throwback with Kroger on it.
Can we appreciate the how ironic it is that Brad Keselowski would be throwing back to
Dude,
Carl?
that
Edwards
would
of all
be
people?
insane. Shout out to Roberg Designs. I've seen that dude on Twitter. That's tough.
I know I've unpacked this before. I don't know if it's ever been on the podcast, but Brad Keselowski is driving Carl Edwards' like old car or what it became, because the 99 got renumbered to the 6 for Trevor Bayne in 15, and it's just been that ever since. So
Dude, he owns that car.
yeah, dude.
And lastly,
Oh my.
God. Takes the spec maps away from somebody.
dude. What the fuck? What even? Why would you? They made these contigs show up, but not the normal contigs on the side. I don't understand.
I don't think there are normal contigs.
I
on
don't
the
think
side.
they knew what they were doing with the.
I don't even know what they're doing with anything. That's tough. That's die. Thanks for sending them in.
That was great. Thank you.
Yeah, at Ben's request. The next email comes in from Andrew R. It says, after the Super Bowl, Andrew R says, if you are Kansas City, how do you win a divisional championship with such terrible QB coverage? En route to conceding 33 unanswered points, the Eagles managed to pull off 7 sacks. I love that there's a thing in football called a sack. Now, either that says that the nose tackle and inside right and left were grossly incompetent, or you had ends who didn't have the vision to see Raiders coming around the scrimmage file. They didn't make the Super Bowl.
I love hearing Andrew R talk about football.
Yeah, because
things
he's
with
trying to
rugby.
combine like rugby into football.
So I will say, so what happened to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? Their left tackle went down like week 13, week 14, and they had a developmental rookie first round pick, but he was nowhere near ready to. He started week 1, but he got fucking obliterated. So they were like, all right, just sit on the bench the rest of the year. So what they did that ended up fucking them was they took their best O lineman, their left guard, and moved him to left tackle. But part of that is, as a guard, you don't have like the size and the length that a tackle would have, because tackles are like your big like 6'6", 6'7" dudes with long arms. So what happened is their edge rushers were completely dominating both tackles. But not only that, but because their best O lineman was being misutilized as a tackle instead of a guard, Jalen Carter and Milton Williams on the inside were fucking pushing the pocket in, forcing Mahomes outward into the sacks. So it was just like a complete fuck up job by Kansas City's offensive line. And with a D line that was as good as Philadelphia's is, which is like the best in the league, there was never even a chance. So Mahomes, like, as much as Mahomes tried to do, there's just nothing you can, because again, you have pressure coming in your face, and then you have well, pause. You have the pressure coming up front, I guess.
No way, he didn't say that.
That didn't work. That didn't make it any better.
All right, whatever. But you're getting pushed out to the sides into the. God damn, I'm gonna stop talking, dude.
You might need a Shrimp Hours like sus compilation.
Dude, that would be so
Shrimp
hard
Hours
to
out of context.
Just fucking.
Yeah, shrimpage out of context.
In context is bad enough, but yeah, taken out of context.
I
Yeah,
like that
bad
one clip
coaching
that
job,
someone
that's what the
sent when
issue
we were
is.
talking about slap
Fucking on
dick, and we were
kids,
talking
yeah.
about we're fucking on kids with slap dick. It was not good. The next email comes in from Shlomo. It says, howdy shrimps, how we doing? I remember some dude last week tell stories about animals at his college, and boy do I have some college stories for you. First off, my university's president has been accused of spending our tuition dollars on personal spending like entertainment, food, and vacations. Nice. Also, a few weeks ago, I was passing over my school's bridge. I heard a loud noise behind me coming from the street. Thought nothing of it. Walked back over the bridge. Half an hour later, I saw this. And Shlomo has sent in a picture. It may be hard to see, but there is an upside down automobile.
Oh my god.
Face.
Somebody flipped their
big
shit.
one.
How do you miss the
How
do you miss the big one?
Bridge, yeah.
And there's cops everywhere now, and they had to shut down the whole block because someone flipped their shit next to the college campus.
Whoa, guys. Whoa.
Oh,
my gosh.
Someone says, I'm not going to pull a Keegan and write a novel, so I'm going to space these stories out over a few weeks so Caleb doesn't give me any death threats. Have a good one. Love, Shlomo.
Fuck
Thanks,
you,
Shlomo.
Shlomo.
Love
Thanks for
Shlomo.
God.
Mooncar winner.
Shlomo's the one who knows what you did. The next email comes in from Rusty Broussard. It says, hey, Shrimps, it's the only Rusty that talks to you. Again. I know that'll get a random pop from Caleb. The
Nope, it
first
was
thing
me.
I have to ask is, who are you guys picking for the 500? Wait, now you know. And who do you think will make the race? Also, I have a workplace Animal Planet report from last week. A couple guys had beef outside of my job, and one stabbed the other. Jesus Christ.
Base.
That's the story, by the way. That's it.
That's it.
P.S. Wash your hands, slap if he's alive this week. He's not. And DT, I think he meant to say John 3:16 instead of Austin 3:16. That was a joke. When I was reading Christopher Bell's Interstate Batteries car. That was a wrestling joke, because I'm cultured like that. Who do I think is going to make the race?
Anthony
look at the
Alfredo and
Bob
Justin
list.
Allgaier. That's the 3 open cars. Is it's Allgaier, Alfredo, and
LaJoy.
oh shit.
Hold
LaJoy
on.
would be in there.
Allgaier. I hate the stupid system where
Chandler
like
Smith.
they go back to qualifying times if one of the cars that made it on qualifying also wins the duel. So it's like way more complicated than it needs to be. I think it would be so much nicer if it's just like the top 2 open cars in qualifying make it and then figure it out in the duels, and then figure out in the duels unless one of the locked in guys wins, in which case it gets insane. So Allgaier gets
NASCAR
in.
and overcomplicating things? Really?
Never.
Okay, so Truex and Johnson are each in. They're in different duels. If Truex wins his thing or Johnson wins his thing, then Allgaier's in. Or if Allgaier wins his thing, then he's in. If Truex or Allgaier wins in the first duel, then Johnson wins the second duel, LaJoy gets in, or LaJoy wins the second duel, then he gets in. And by wins, I mean, top open car.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So Chandler Smith, JJ Ailey, Anthony Alfredo, and BJ McLeod have to be the top dude in their duel to make it in. So it's going to be Allgaier and LaJoy, basically, is what I'm getting at. Most likely. Which I think makes sense, because they seem like they're the fastest cars.
Hear me out.
Well,
Justin
Joy's winning it
Allgaier,
all.
lap 25, big one. Just fucking, we get a LaJoy, Chandler Smith into the 500.
That's possible
Well-
that someone could just die.
Ryan Blaney literally
If-
fucking got obliterated in the duels last year and took like 5 other dudes out with him.
If Allgaier wrecks, then he just has
Sure.
to pray that either Truex or Johnson are the first open car in either of their duels. It's stupidly complicated. I don't want to think about this anymore. The next
Yeah,
thing
because you
I'll
got to
think of from Harley
remember, like,
Payne.
this is the first time that they're racing. Like, there's no clash anymore. And
Well, not at
practice.
Daytona. Harley Payne's in a fat email.
A fat female? Is that what you just said?
A fat email. Don't get too excited.
Hey, yo.
I
Harley
was about to
says,
say Cody.
today is Monday, and yesterday was the Kendrick Lamar concert featuring the epic athletic slaughter of Kermit the Football, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, and Harrison back in the kitchen Butker. Congrats to the Eagles for winning, but also fuck Philly. It's okay, they fucked it up for you. The halftime show audio engineer needs to go with the Steves and the guy who designed that first corner at Osher Schlieben. I heard DTM is gonna race the fucking guy who designed the first corner layout when they go back to that track, which is kind of insane. I will also be at the Daytona 500. I'm very excited. I hope to be able to see some of the NASCAR online folks. I did the autism test, and I'd rather not disclose my personal results to 11 p. Yeah, okay. I was able to max it out in the second try at 30. Okay. So you definitely got
Well, I
29.
think-
Checks out.
Yeah, I think we can easily guess what it was.
What's an question for the week? What's an object that you think has a stupid name? Personally, I'm going with the fireplace.
Harley Payne.
Xylophone.
A cornucopia.
Put it
Moving
in the
on.
cornucopia.
Manhole. Cock.
Manhole's pretty good.
Both of those are pretty good.
But it makes sense because it's a hole for a man to fit through.
And it makes sense because it's a pit for your. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Have a good week and let's
a
go
little
away.
more than that.
P.S. Here's a car, and he sent in a paint scheme of like an Arial font Dale Jr. car. Thanks, Harley.
All right.
Maybe it's because I made fun of the guy's Forza car last week. The next email comes in from Roman. Roman says, "Hello, shrimps. How we doing? The Super Bowl did indeed happen. I didn't care too much about the game itself, since I already don't bother watching football based. I was only watching it for the commercials. That's interesting.
Well, you wasted your time. There weren't any good ones.
What I do want to talk about is the graphics pack, the graphics package Fox had, and it was definitely something. I saw someone on Twitter post every score bug that Fox had for all the broadcast Super Bowls, and while it's not the worst, it's far from the best.
It is the worst. What do you
With
mean?
that being said, I wonder if Fox will do any adjustments to the NASCAR ticker this year.
No.
I kind of doubt it since Fox already had the same graphics from last year for the Clash, but who knows?
Yeah.
Do you see that someone posted what CW is running?
Yeah.
Yes, and it's really weird.
The bottom ticker.
It's on the bottom, yeah.
So
I mean,
I already did an
I
edit
like
of that
it.
where I stuck it on the top. You would.
Then coming
So
from
here's
the bottom.
the bottom ticker, which shout out to Ryan Newman 2013 Indianapolis. I did a really quick edit of just sticking it on the top, and it's so much better. Like honestly,
Even then, like there's still
just-
too much going on.
there's
here
so
for me.
much. Like you do
can't-
not
yeah.
need to see 25 dudes. It's the same thing that the Flow Racing ticker suffers from, where it's just a grid of shit. It's not good.
Hear me out. I think we've progressed so far that we would benefit from seeing the scrolling ticker come back. Like, yeah, that thing was probably annoying, but I feel like it's so much more effective at just like lap, dudes, green flag, yellow flag, and like that's it. Like,
Especially
instead
if you
of
can
just, like-
have the top center be like, you know, here's the leader, here's a lead change, here's the top 5 or whatever, and just leave that up and have the other dudes going past.
Yeah, like why do we need like half the time too? Like they say the intervals will be on there, but it'll be like Fox and NBC where they'll just be like they'll get bored on lap 168 and just pop open the manufacturer. It's like I don't need to see the fucking manufacturer.
The manufacturer thing is crazy. Dude, I saw
Oh, how many? What's the over under on a 10-minute Wendy's ad in the last 5 laps of the Daytona
I forgot
500?
about
We gotta
anyway,
bring that video
that.
back out,
Roman
dude.
made a concept where it's like a vertical thing.
No more vertical tickers. Horizontal at the top. I won't
Vertical's
hear
really
anything
good
else.
for F1. I think the tough thing about NASCAR, and I talked about this a little bit in my tweet that got like 10 likes. When you put a ticker like on a NASCAR thing, right? Pretend this is your screen and your ticker's here. The cars are going this way. When it looks like they're going into the ticker's like blocking the road ahead, and it's kind of annoying. In F1 it works because I feel like almost all the time the cars are coming at you in an F1 broadcast. But in NASCAR they're always going one way.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing too, is like that's my thing is like if it's at the top of the screen, it's on like it's all you're seeing is like the sky usually. Like you're not blocking any of the action. Even
Yeah, it's just the stands.
I forget where it was, but it was somebody posted like an old clip, but it's like the cameras were super zoomed out, but also the ticker at the top, like it allows you to look at what you want to on the broadcast. Like you don't it doesn't force you to look at something, you know, where it's like nowadays we have zoomed in cameras and like half the fucking screen blocked with the ticker.
God.
It's like there's nothing to look at and the race is boring.
Here's the concept that Roman sent in, which is just the
Box
same
ticker.
thing but with more colors and no car numbers, which I think is not very
This looks like what the
Good.
Super Bowl version of NASCAR would be.
yeah.
Yep.
Maybe that was the idea. I will say
It's
I
not
saw
in a positive direction.
dude, I saw one on
Unfortunately.
Twitter. This dude tweets 500 times a day, so I gotta try and find it.
I
But
still
it
want
had
Blake actually. Hold on.
it has an unreasonable number of likes for what a piece of shit it is.
I saw a speed art of a pretty bad one, and I was like, dude, you thought you ate. Like you thought you
God,
cooked with
this
your shit.
kid tweets 500 times a day, and it's all about Zane Smith.
Yikes.
Oh, are you talking about the Traffic Paradise one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one looked like shit, dude.
I'm trying to find it, but this motherfucker tweets so much. Maybe you deleted it.
I can't find it, but there
Search
was
under
somebody...
media and see if it pops up in there.
Oh,
as
it's a
picture.
17-year-old kid. That makes sense.
Dude.
Oh,
yeah,
here it is. I
yeah,
found
here.
it. Dude, this guy got 500 likes, and he was like, ticker concept, simple, colorful, fairly effective. And this is what it looks like. I don't want to dog on a 17-year-old kid too much, but Jesus Christ.
I saw another one. It might have actually been the same dude where it was just like they took like it was like a Michigan screenshot or something, but there was like it was like the CW thing where there were just 30 cars on the screen, and I'm like, what
I saw that too. It was just a huge grid of names.
Dude,
this makes me want to make one.
I was thinking about making one actually, but check in general. Some
You
dude
have it?
literally went into Excel and made the Super Bowl
I
ticker.
did see this. This was funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, this.
Literally the fucking.
I didn't even see
Super
this one. I saw a different one where guys made one on Google Sheets and it looked exactly like it.
I
And he
saw
was like,
the other
"Yo,
one
what's up,
too.
Fox?"
That one's not the one that I saw originally, but it's the same idea. So get over it.
I think I liked a reply to that stupid ticker. Let me see if I can find it real. Oh yeah, here's the other one that I was just referencing. This guy in
Yeah,
Google
that's the one.
Sheets just whipped it up, even with the little 1st and 10 thing.
Dude,
And it
it's
looks
so
a
bad.
lot like it.
Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like there's an art to like I get that like the minimalism is in, but have something about like the football for me is just like the fucking just
The
flashy
football.
like the 3D logo effects, the fucking gradient with like the glowing text and the glowing colors. It's like it looks sick. It's like why are we leaving this? Why are we straying from God's light? Darkness is falling upon us all. We're losing tradition. We're losing everything that's good. The world is falling into shit and chaos, and I want to die.
I feel
because
like
of the Fox sticker.
simple can look good, but putting no background on it is not good.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
were
I'm
trying
just-
to reinvent the wheel, and it didn't land.
I just want to
Yeah.
say another tweet of the week that I found while scrolling through my likes. I couldn't find the horrible ticker, but I did find someone just this. I really enjoyed this right after the Super Bowl. It's Patrick Mahomes, and it's just the Clint Boyer 15 like H Scott car. Just complete ass.
That was so funny that like I remember when like Casey Kane signed with Hendrick and they were like, all right, like we'll like go to Red Bull for a year, like try to win some races, and we'll come like start 2012 all. And then with Stuart Haas, it was just like, Clint, you're going to H Scott for a year, buddy. Like we have the 14 warmed up for you, but you're not doing shit, bro. It's like you put him in a piece of shit H Scott car.
Complete garbage.
Dude, it was so bad that 5 Hour Energy like fucking left him. Like they were like, dude, we're not paying for this bullshit anymore, and went to Furniture Row.
Oh, to go back to that Roman email from like 10 minutes ago, he did say that this was a joke and it's meant to look bad because it's just the Fox thing, but on like the Super Bowl thing, but on the Daytona race.
Understandable. Have a great day.
So for taking so long to get to the second half of your email. My bad, we got distracted. Yeah, I hope Fox changes the ticker but makes it good because it's kind of ass right now. I'm not a huge fan of the way it looks.
I'm interested in seeing if the IndyCar ticker is any different.
Roman says, take it easy and fuck Steve Phelps. Based. Also throwing one in for the guy who runs the Coke series because their caution thing is stupid and it fucked Cozy.
That's true.
The next email comes in from...
Hey, NASCAR, I'm available. I'm available on the weekdays.
Hire.
Need someone to
don't
press
give
the
him the
button
DQ button.
to
Just
throw the
caution
yellow
button.
instead of relying on iRacing not doing shit because it needs fixed. And you guys are already working on a fix, but no, let's let iRacing do it.
Let's get it trending, boy. Hashtag bombs for Ben. We're blowing up NASCAR HQ. Ben is going to be race control for the NASCAR Coke series, for the Xfinity series, the Truck series, and the Cup series. Get it trending, guys.
Bombs for Ben.
Bombs for Ben.
No.
The next email comes in from Spike, who says, hey Shrimps, long-time listener, first-time emailer. I wanted to throw this question to you.
Spike.
If you could have any former NASCAR sponsor come back to any of the top 3 series, which one would it be? Thank you and have a great day.
DuPont.
DuPont's still
DuPont's
there.
still
It's just Exalta
sponsors.
now.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a separate part of the company.
What branding looked sick and isn't around now?
You know what? I will have a real answer. Pepsi.
I can be down
Pepsi and
with that.
Pepsi products like Mountain Dew's gone.
God, a new Mountain Dew car.
Pepsi is gone.
I mean, they're
Can
on the
we
food line
shout out
cars, but
Ben's cat for being the cutest fucking thing balled up in that corner. Right
just
there.
loafed up.
Why are you just hiding there?
Oh, hi, Serena.
I would say Red Bull, but they're fucking back.
What kind of?
Trying to think of like what was the best looking
That's a good
like, Gen
question, I
6
can't-
car.
So I have 2
Lowe's?
answers.
Lowe's
Y'all
would
will
be
have to
kinda
help me
sick.
figure it out.
Home Depot.
Either Home Depot was one of them, but Miller Lite also. I feel like a blue
That would be
deuce.
sick.
Yeah.
A blue deuce.
Although aren't their cans still white?
I don't know. We can make him run a fucking Miller just straight
What
up.
about
have
Bud?
him- I mean, Bud technically, and they're not back in NASCAR, but they're.
Oh, I do.
They
have
were on that
as
one
well.
Kevin Harvick car, I guess. Was that Bud?
Citgo.
What? What
Here,
the fuck is
who
wrong?
cares
with you?
about Citgo?
Or the other sponsor.
Exide
What was
batteries?
it? Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Not Citgo.
Affleck would be
Superguard.
kind of sick if they had if they had a duck car again.
Dude, bring back the ComScope fucking Daniel Suarez car. I just saw the other day that ComScope is now a Haas F1 team sponsor, and then I realized that they don't have that on the.
Maybe when I give
On
my
the
money to
99
the
anymore.
people that fucking give their machine parts to Russian war machines.
They made more money than they got fined, so it's a good business decision. All right, final email. This comes in from Carl.
Carl.
Says, greetings, Shrimp. Have any of you watched the new show by the people who made King of the Hill?
Hell
called
no.
Common Side Effects.
Absolutely not.
No, I do not watch
No.
TV.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
Wasn't there supposed to be a reboot of King of the Hill?
Well, maybe this is it. Maybe it's just the new show by the same people. He says also 34 degrees for the Daytona 500. Are we about to get a 1969 Talladega tire moment?
What? It's gonna be like 80 degrees, bro.
And raining.
Shut
gonna say
up,
it's
Ben.
gonna
I'm gonna
rain.
fucking kill you. That is 26 degrees Celsius, by the way, for our non-Americans.
It's a very nice temperature. I would kill for some of that right now.
We're gonna be driving good. It's gonna be cloudy. There's gonna be lots of race cars. Tires will screech. Rubber will burn.
And I will leave because it is raining outside and I can't go
They're
outside
fine.
because
I'm
I'll
getting
melt.
back in my motorcade and I'm flying to fuck off land to go golf a little more.
Mar-a-Lago.
I want this podcast
All right.
was on left-wing propaganda.
Oh
I'm
my
pissing
god.
on my
Wow,
wife's
dude.
grave at my golf course.
Can we make that the title? The Bars 134 left-wing propaganda.
That'd be great.
Is that the only
we don't
title you have?
Wait, I was about to say we don't have any.
I've got that or
titles.
manhole.
Bombs for Ben.
Bombs for Ben would be pretty good.
Alright, bombs for Ben. It's
God damn it.
done. Bye. Cody, how's your race going?
Fine.
Are you winning, son?
Sure.
Are you running
I'm
Formula 3s at Road America?
I am. I'm winning morally.
It's a morally nice race.
Bye.
20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. I'm seeing Steve Phelps in person this weekend, and y'all know what comes next.